All right. So today was January 29th. Currently is January 30th, but we ended up rejoining the program. My throat is super dry right now. Thing is, yes, we have gotten good at speaking and cadence, but body language is a huge thing as well. And that's something that I want to have down, especially for when I'm planning on going to Miami. You know, all these little tweaks are going to improve us into a person who feels super comfortable talking with anybody, and everybody feels comfortable talking with us. We want to pull people towards us. It's quite interesting too, because I remember getting to Miami and I just had that effect. I don't know what it was, but quite strange, quite strange. So anyways, we're going to continue with the windows for the time being. Now we're also going to work on the code during Now we're also going to work on the code during the nighttime. We're going to have it gets dark around 6. So let's say we eat at 7. That gives us from 7 to about like 10, 11-ish. And we can call it a night there. And so we're pretty much going to be stacking capital, getting good at speaking, being creative, just, being very natural, being flowing. Being flowing. I don't even know what that means. But anyways, we're just trying to get used to talking with people, explaining ideas, because for one, obviously I'm going to need to figure out how to explain my business, which I'm still kind of detailing out how I'm going to actually bring in builders. I need to do some stuff, but, stacking capital, the cool thing is right now we do have somebody who can at least teach us how to get better at sales, because he's clearly doing very well with sales. So we use the time, we get better, we sharpen the skills. We just got to work fucking hard. But, I think by working hard and being strategic, this month does have a huge theme around technology and expansion. So, we want to just make sure that we are including all elements of things. We want to just make sure that we're including all elements of things to make sure that we're all good to go going into the year. So by March, I definitely want to be shifting gears towards my thing. Obviously, we can just improve on skills, but that's the tricky part, we're trying to do a pretty large goal within a year. And obviously, we have to give ourselves a year, right? We have to be very smart. We have to play our cards right. But I believe. I'm just reading this cup. I don't even like seeing that word believe, because it's got the word lie in it. But anyways, we want to just work hard this month. That is going to be a huge theme. We're going to have to work hard regardless throughout the year, but this month is technically my honeymoon month. So, we want to make sure that we are being, I don't even know if I can say it. I'm just wanting to make sure that this month, I'm being smart, because the times that I'm really wanting to push is going to be from March to, I'm pushing the whole year, but power time is March, April. Definitely want to be shifting gears. If honestly by the end of March, if I can move to Miami, that would be sick. I would do it on 10K too. We can probably get more than that though in the bank. And that's the cool thing too. It's a skill that I don't need to be hired for. I can just go out, do it, get people in place, and just learn how to build other people. And that is going to be a skill, especially for when we're building these larger companies with the blockchain technology. So I see it as a way that I can learn on a relatively smaller risk scale, because you want to be able to sense out good people. And obviously there's quality controls. That's the cool thing about blockchain, but you know, you just want to be smart, right? You want to know how to identify talent, but you also want to know how to identify intentions. So understanding how to read people's definitely important. And you know, like that's body language too. Like when you're aware of body language, that's when you can control more elements. Just like the vibe of around you. You know, if you see people like flailing their arms and screaming and all that shit, you're thinking, damn, I want to be around that. But, you know, there's all different vibes you can create. And especially when you're doing like one-on-one interaction, that's where you can really learn on the fly how to, you know, create that if you learn how to master body language, which is something cool that we can learn. And it applies to a lot of different areas in life. You know, you get better at asking questions. You learn more about different things. That was one of the things that I liked about DoorDoor. Like, I honestly liked a lot of things about DoorDoor. It was just, I don't like being unethical and justifying deceiving people. Like, we got in whole debates about this stuff. So, you know, regardless, we're here now. And yeah, we are going to get on it. We're going to get out there at like 9:30, which is like early bit, but we'll get out there at 9:30. And that gives us like at least like a 30-minute warm up, I guess, until we get to the meat of the day. So, you know, we're gonna power through the day, 4 hours of knocking, 4 hours of cleaning, and then, you know, with any luck, we will have a few jobs set up for tomorrow, and we'll have a worker out there to help us. So, for one, we need to make sure our worker is good. We need to make sure they're hardworking. But, you know, well, all that will come. We're going to have to experiment, right? That's part of business. We can't expect everything to go perfect. You know, honestly, you have to expect a lot of things to go wrong. You have to just be good at problem solving and rolling with the punches. So, yeah, we're going to get on it, but honestly, this is promising because it's going to get us in a good rhythm of being structured with our time. Given it's the first thing we have to do during the day, we get to do the hardest thing first, and then coding is going to feel like a piece of cake because we're going to want to have some alone time just to sit down and build. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting month, but it'll be cool to see how we're looking at March. So with that being said, we might be switching up the format because given, you know, just everything I'm going to be working on, I do want to make sure that I'm taking enough time to actually, you know, make things look presentable, right? You know, it's good to do volume, but quality is important as well. So I want to clip these and post these short format as well as have long format. But for the long format, instead of doing daily, we might end up doing something where we record each day, but we post like, you know, a couple times a week, 3 times a week, maybe once a week. We'll see, depending on the workload, possibly even hiring somebody to do this for us. But yeah, we got our work cut out for us. So we're going to dive in.